Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the commentary show. I'm doing whoops. I'm having a wonderful day on this 25th April 2025. I forgot to check if the rice was ready. I'm so sorry. Oh, dude, what are you doing, Ink? Well, it's funny that we talked about Ink because today's video is on Ice Nine Kill and Motionless in White. We're listening to music, by the way. So yeah, we're in a really weird mood because we just woke up and we're having to work out. We're having to work. So how are we doing today? We're doing good. We're doing good. We're listening to Mac Miller right now. We're listening to, let's listen to Keep Me Alive, Euphoria, Best Day Ever. Let's do Best Day Ever, right? Best Day Ever sounds good. So today we're talking about Ice and Kill and Motion and White, but more so the mentality of Ice and Kill and Motion and White. You're gonna allow me to work, right? You don't mind if I work? Are you seeing the computer? Yes, cool. I'm not crazy and I'm not looking at nothing. I'm looking at this. So, long story short, my apologies. Ugh, don't feel good. we ate a lot. Best day ever. It doesn't feel like best day ever. Oh, this is a remix. Bus, chess, yes. They took out the music from best day ever. What the fuck? And so yet, travel back in time. I'm in the vortex. When you make it work out, think I need more reps. And both of the vortex. It's like a fucking hornet. Say I got this, I got now. It's all Disney, boy. My family proud. Make them say L, make them say ho. That's the same one I tell you no, bro. What's up, Joe? Joe, the name smells dope. No matter where life takes me, you find me with a smile. I seem to be happy, I'll be laughing like a smile. I could beat it sweet, I got a G, the cheaper, and I'm never gonna live for nothing. I can change my style. Like, couldn't get better. This would be the best day ever. No matter what I dream that it about me. This was about weeks of the night sleep, imagination, making, musical creation. Flipper Market, yo, let's go. Flipper Market, okay. So, why are we talking about these two? And first of all, what do these two have in common? We're of course talking about Motion White and Ice and Kill. You see me repeating this a lot, but I just love the two bands so much that they deserve to be told their name, to be shout outs as much as possible. Miller, who the fuck are you? I know that you too loud, but I ain't Uncle Luke, and I know Pittsburgh, but I make it your hipster. Twitter, the child, mathematical, like critical. No soul, I'm not like the lot show, but Dark Roach, I'm Aaron. Yeah, talk is dope. Good. You know, I just go fight my roof. See, it's not showing me the thumbnail. Shit. Oh, so we're gonna have to wait until it's closing, and then we're gonna have to restart our computer until it shows the thumbnail. What do they have in common? I think Ice and Kill, Emotionally White are both bands that I love. If you look at Ice and Kill initial, it's Ink. My name is Ink Vendetta. There's definitely a link there. It's not a big link, but there's a link there. With Ice and Kill, I follow them a lot. With Ocean and White, I follow them a lot, and we saw them as. And this is gonna be a crazy video because already the way we started is horrible, but I don't give a fuck because this is exactly the concept of the video. You think it wasn't planned? I cannot say that it was planned perfectly, but it was planned. So with these two bands, there's something that's very, very similar. They've been around for a while. They're both popular. They both have this incredible product out, but they both started in a very different ways. So with Ice and Kill, we had almost romantic shit with songs like we had really romantic shit with songs like Red Sky, The Greatest Story Ever Told, Disable Actually Given Up, a Quantum of Moral, right? and the fastest way to a girl's heart is through a rib cage. So they really have to find themselves, right? And then they have songs like exactly. The closest way, the fastest way to a girl's heart is through a rib cage, which was a bit more metal, right? And then I think every single band, and this is kind of crazy because, of course, there's more bands that did that, but every single band is gonna have a specific sound when they're starting to make music, and they're gonna have a different sound when they're gonna be more advanced in their career, right? You saw that with Bring Me the Horizon, you saw that with Linkin Park, right? Now, in most cases, sadly, Azorovia. See, this video is exactly, in a weird way, this is such a nice video to make. I'm in a really good mood today. I'm really productive today, so that's fun to do. See, in both ways, these are the only bands that, as they grew, they got better. I didn't really like the early Motionless in White stuff. Things like Annabelle, I didn't really like. Creature, I didn't really like. But then, to their defense, the next album that they did, which was amazing, was songs like Devil Knight, which Devil Knight was the first song that I heard from Motion in White, and I fell in love with it the band. If It's Not Dead, We'll Kill It. Songs like stuff that I really enjoyed: Bring the Psycho, 570, Forsaken, I Walk the World Alone, No Sanctuary. And then we're coming back to Ice and Kill. They made some better song. One of the first great song that is signature with their music is Me, Myself, and I. I fell apart as pages of the story of our lives. It's black and white, wrong or right, a struggle to survive. And I've been falling apart in the pouring rain. I'm waging war on myself, a captive casualty. Traded a merciful heart for a murderous brain. And this is a song that was inspired by Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, right? And this is the first time that they did a song that was proper to their music. Ice and Kill ended up doing music from the... It's going to be a very nice video to do, a very complex though, so I'm going to need you guys to have a leap of faith. That's the first time that they made music for their current stuff, which is songs like Assault and Battery, songs like Resident Evil. That would be a good song to listen to right now. Yeah, so they took songs from, they made songs inspired by the movie they were watching. So with Ice and Kill, right? With Ice and Kill, what they were doing is, I don't even know how to say it. It is so freaking odd. Okay, so now I need to do just a little bit something. Okay, where's One Piece or something I made up? Okay, and let's do Rain, Ice and Kill, Rain. Rainy day, I am listening, only whispering, it's just sinking in, cause I'm sick of it. This is such a good song. So you see, okay, we have that. So you see the beauty of those two bands, where they both started with a song that wasn't theirs. A lot of people, myself included, believe that when they started, they were influenced a lot by Marilyn Manson, which is a really good artist. But do I want to listen to Marilyn Manson? Am I going to listen to another band? I'm going to listen to Marilyn Manson. I am going to be listening to Marilyn Manson, believe me or not. I know it's hard to believe, but it is the truth. So we Motion in White, and then they changed, and then look at their new album, which is album like Graveyard Shift and Figure. They even did this Disaster Piece, which is amazing. With Motion in White, we started listening with All True in the evidence, evil in the evidence, not that a right away. They said it fell for the rainy day. It's all true, no naturality, done, no the reality, roller. I am listening, I'm whispering, is this a cannon? Cause I'm sick of it. Oh man, this song. And yeah, so both artists really took their time to discover their own sounds. Ice and Kill, we went with a very nice, very nice. And the worst thing with Ice and Kill is if you listen to the early stuff and you put a bit more metal. This is exactly the reason why I know about Ice and Kill is because of a song that they did, which was a cover of Animal by Maroon 5. So they did this cover from Maroon 5. That's why I heard of them and I was aware of them, right? If it wasn't for Maroon 5, I would have never known I Think Kill, right? If you look at their stuff, the first song that I got from them was Pop Goes Punk. And I feel like right now their sound is amazing, but it's proper to them, right? Or Ice and Kill, or Marshall the White, once again, trying to imitate Marilyn Manson, but then they really found their own sound. And when you listen to Marshall White, it's nothing is alike. Nothing is alike. Stick songs like they're running song like Disaster Piece or Another Life. If I can't let you go, with darkness divine. If the truth come to love, if the truth come to life, we were begging for keeps. We both knew the cost of the only way out of your heart-shaped box. Cause I hate what it seemed. You know, such a great song. Cause I hate that it seemed you were never in love. And why are we talking about them two, right? Because there has to be a reason to it, right? It's because those two took so much time to find their own sound, right? And you saw them grow up, grow up artistically, right? What if it was like that for everybody else? What if as a content creator, this is where we're going with this video? What if as a content creator you see people change, content change? Like for example, one of the best example is PewDiePie, who used to do a lot of gaming content, and now he's a dad, so his content is more family oriented, right? He moved to Japan, so a bit more of a Japanese style content, and he has amazing music, amazing content. For example, his intro with the VHS tape. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I love that. I love it. But it took some time, and now we're seeing with Ice and Kill in this Motion in White. Ice and Kill. I started listening to it. I'm not even kidding. I started listening to it. I want to say 22. And we started listening to Emotions in White. I was 23. And they really evolved. They really evolved. To a point where they're not recognizable. But then, this was almost 10 years ago both. I think Kill started listening to them. But their style changed. I was 24, so that's possibly 2014, right? Which is crazy. And then you see PewDiePie and the way he evolves, right? And then, are you willing to? So it's complex. I don't think Ice and Kill would be the way they are today if it wasn't for the fact that they've been doing music for so long. I don't think that Motion in White would be doing music for as long as they do, and the style wouldn't change, right? And then you see somebody like PewDiePie, who also has been doing content for 10, 15 years. So of course the content is able to change, right? The difference here is who's going to listen to the same people for, like, for example, myself, right? I make about 10, 15 videos a day, easily, right? So who's going to be listening to 10 years of 10, 15 videos a day, which is a astonishing number of around 3,800 per year. So that's 38,000 plus 19,000, which is 57,000 videos, right? Easily, and 15 years. We're going to be listening to that, and we're going to see the change the way we do. Now, with Ice and Kill and Motions in White, they release albums. So, release album every single year, every single 2 years. So, you have 12 songs for every 2 years, which is around 24. That's about a song every 2 months, right? And then you listen to them and you really see the change, right? And not a first listen, a second lesson, right? So, you gave those artists, and that's the point of the video. This is the concept of the video. If you gave the time to an artist to evolve, to find his place, to really become what he wants to become. I think content creation, I think music, I think everything is just like world, right? You discover yourself as an artist. You're taking your first step, and you need to walk before you can run, right? And then when you run, you're able to do whatever the fuck you want, right? But when you walk, it's still a learning experience, right? It's still a learning exercise. So if you would give your favorite artist the time to see them evolve. But at the same time, is the evolution. Evolution is a change, and a change is either positive or negative. So if somebody changed in a way that you don't like them, you're gonna be looking at the old content, right? And I think a lot of us do that. I think a lot of us go to old content that they're doing. For example, I was talking about Nikocado Avocado, because I was talking about Mac Miller, which led me to talk about Nikocado Avocado. Don't ask me why. Do not ask me why. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it is, right? And in a weird way, that's exactly what I was talking about. I listened to old content from Mac Miller before the change, and I listened to old content from Nikocado Avocado before the change, right? So that's why we're talking about I Think Kill and Motion of Whites. The number of cases where the content, the music content, whatever you want to call it, has improved with time is actually really rare. It doesn't really translate into it, but it should be, because the more time you have, the more experience you have. The more experience you have, the more in your skin you are, right? When I look at the content I was doing 4 years ago, to me it improved, because we're less shy and we're able to talk more, right? But then again, people would prefer the shorter style videos. They would prefer like a get to the point already, right? And it's crazy. It's crazy because, again, this is a change, and is it a positive change? Is it a negative change? And ultimately speaking, with content creation, when you're doing daily videos, a lot of my content is my day-to-day life, right? My day-to-day thoughts, my day-to-day process, right? And it's odd because you think about it, right? You think about it. It's so odd. It's so odd. Fuck, I had a subject in mind and I forgot it. Fuck. Jeepers Creepers. We're gonna be doing Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers. Making content that we like. The Office, of course. There was another video that was, I don't remember. Fuck. I hate that. But yeah, so making content every single day, and it's my life. And sometimes going forward in life means that people don't like you as much, right? And that's a shame. That's a shame. Because then you enable a setback. You enable the fact that I don't want to grow up. I don't want to mature. Because if I mature, people won't like my music as much. Or my content as much. And that's destruction. So giving the time to people to become themselves, but not wanting them to truly become themselves. Or it's a risk that you're willing to take. Yeah.